Get ready for a countdown of the top 10 footballers who pulled off some serious career comebacks. These are players who faced some major setbacks in their careers, but managed to turn things around and make a huge impact on the field. From injuries to off-field controversies, these guys have been through it all and come out on top. Let's kick things off with our number 10 pick, Emmanuel Adebayor. Believe it or not, in the 2007-2008 Premier League season, only Cristiano Ronaldo managed to score more goals than him. However, things took a turn when he made a lucrative move to Manchester City in 2009. His second season at the Etihad was tough as he struggled to find playing opportunities. Eventually, he was loaned out to Real Madrid where he managed to score 5 league goals. It seemed like Adebayor's career was on the decline at that point. But surprise, surprise, the following season he scored an impressive tally of 18 goals for Tottenham, his second best performance ever. Unfortunately, at the age of 32, Adebayor's form dipped once again and he ended up being a peripheral figure at Crystal Palace. Coming in at number 9 is Nuno Valente, who went through a rough patch. It seemed like his career was going downhill, but he decided to seek help and make some serious changes in his life. Valente started his journey at Sporting, but it was at UD Leiria where he crossed paths with the young Mourinho. The coach had just begun his senior coaching career after a short stint at Benfica, and Valente quickly became a prime example of Mourinho's ability to elevate players. When Mourinho moved to Porto in 2002, he made sure to bring along Valente as well. Valente remained an important player for Mourinho at Porto, contributing to their success in the UEFA Cup and Champions League. Although Valente didn't follow Mourinho to Chelsea, he did make his way to the Premier League by joining Everton in 2005. If it weren't for Valente meeting Mourinho, he may never have reached such heights and would have remained a solid mid-table footballer in Portugal. But their collaboration paid off immensely. Can you believe that Mohamed Salah, number 8 on our list, used to be considered a flop when he played for Chelsea? It's crazy to think about now, considering that he's breaking records left, right and centre for Liverpool. It's not uncommon for players to struggle at Chelsea and then go on to become some of the best in the world. Just look at Kevin De Bruyne. So why did things go wrong for Salah at Chelsea? Despite his quick, direct and skillful playing style, he struggled to get playing time. This was partly due to the presence of Willian and Eden Hazard. Looking back, it makes you wonder why Salah was even signed when Chelsea already had established options in that position. Do you know how Daniel Sturridge didn't really do well under Jurgen Klopp? Well, it turns out that just being a good attacker isn't enough. Salah, on the other hand, does more than just score goals. He actually makes around 1 successful tackle and half to 1 interception per game. It might not sound like a lot, but it can be really dangerous when he wins the ball back high up on the pitch. The thing is, Salah is always ready to lead the press and put pressure on the opposition. This is super important for Liverpool's forwards. Number 7 on our list is Deco, who faced a lot of challenges early in his career. Although he was not known to the world of football when Mourinho took charge of Porto in 2002, this midfielder believes that his career was saved by his former manager in 2010. In an interview before facing Mourinho's Inter side in the Champions League while playing for Chelsea, Deco expressed his feelings in an interview. Deco's exceptional performances as a creative force behind Mourinho's Champions League winning Porto team attracted the attention of Barcelona, who signed him in 2004. He went on to win European club football's biggest prize once again alongside Lionel Messi and Ronaldinho in 2006, before securing league titles with Chelsea and later Fluminense in Brazil. Throughout it all, Deco never gave up and continuously pushed himself when things seemed insurmountable. He showed everyone what he's truly capable of achieving. We're halfway through the list now, and at number 6 we have a real underdog story. Sully Muntari. Premier League peeps never really gave him the credit he deserved. But guess what? Mourinho was a big fan. He snatched up this Ghanaian player for his Inter team when he couldn't get Lampard from Chelsea, and let me tell you, Muntari delivered. He played a whopping 42 games in their treble-winning season, and then made a move to Milan, where everyone wanted him. Talk about proving yourself, am I right? Coming in at number 5 on our list is Cesc Fabregas. This dude was like a high-end playmaker for Spain's top 2 teams back in 2014. He needed an escape, and luckily Mourinho came to the rescue. With Chelsea's midfield needing some extra quality and creativity, they used the cash from selling David Luiz to bring in Fabregas, who was feeling pretty down and out at Barcelona. But let me tell you, as soon as he arrived, he became the new mastermind of that Chelsea team. In just 34 league games, he dished out a whopping 18 assists. The Blues tore through the competition and won the title, thanks in large part to Fabregas doing his thing in the centre of the pitch. It was some damn thrilling football they played that season. Our number 4 pick is Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley's career at Chelsea didn't start off well. While he was recovering from a long injury and all the paperwork was complete, he chose not to join Chelsea on transfer deadline day. He changed his mind in the following January, but he wasn't fully fit. Antonio Conte attempted to give him some playing time, but he never reached the required physical condition. However, Aston Villa had provided Ross Barkley with a fresh start by loaning him for the season from Chelsea. The midfielder had dropped down the pecking order at Stamford Bridge, but made an impact in Dean Smith's team at Aston Villa. It appeared that his talent would go to waste, but the move to Aston Villa revived his career. Coming in at number 3 is Fallan, who faced some serious personal struggles that had a major impact on his performance on the field. However, he didn't let that hold him back. While he joined United in August 2002, it wasn't until March that he got his first start for the Red Devils in a match against Tottenham Hotspur. Off the ball, he worked relentlessly, chasing and pressing with all his might. But when it came to actually having the ball, he lacked confidence and missed numerous opportunities to score. This pattern continued through his initial season at the club, where he only made 13 appearances in the Premier League. Nevertheless, his impressive performances during the 2002 World Cup earned him a spot in the Uruguay national team. Fallan's extraordinary display of skill and talent in front of goal, including an unforgettable volley against Senegal, showcased his true capabilities to both the club and the rest of the world. It felt like Fallan returned to Manchester after the World Cup as an entirely different player, a changed man. Although it took until September 2002 for him to find the back of the net again, this time from a penalty kick in the Champions League match against Maccabi Haifa, it marked the beginning of his most remarkable period at United. He went on to score the winning goal against Southampton and provide 2 assists against Newcastle in his subsequent outings. What an incredible journey. Today, he's regarded as one of the most inspiring figures in the sport. Coming in at number 2 is Lucio. He got rejected by Louis van Gaal when he took over as the new manager of Bayern Munich, but Mourinho and Inter saw his potential and signed him in 2009. Lucio became a crucial player in the club's historic achievement of winning the first ever Italian football treble in 2010. It was a brilliant comeback for Lucio, proving all of his doubters wrong, especially Van Gaal, as he helped lead Inter to a sensational 2-0 victory over Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. Alright, let's talk about Jorge Costa, who takes the number 1 spot on our list. This veteran Portuguese defender was actually on loan at Charlton Athletic before Mourinho took over at Porto in 2002. And let me tell you, one of the first things Mourinho did was hand him the captain's armband. Together they went on to dominate both the Portuguese league and Europe. Costa made a total of 67 appearances before transferring to Standard Liège in 2005 for one final season before retiring. It's pretty incredible how Costa's resurgence under Mourinho actually foreshadowed John Terry's own return to form when Mourinho took charge of Chelsea for a second time. But we're getting late, so we'll get into that story later. So there you have it. These footballers proved it's never too late to turn things around. Keep hustling and believing in yourself, and who knows, maybe you'll be on a list like this one day too. Comment down your favorite comebacks and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.